Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I wanted to do a quick video talking about Tartarus and whether Satan may have been bound there. So, Tartarus is actually the Greek word for hell in only one verse in the entire New Testament. And this is 2 Peter 2, verse 4. So, this is the only place where this Greek word Tartarus is used. And I'll just read the verse here. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Notice how it's talking specifically about the angels that sinned, not humans. And we know humans go to Hades. That's hell, Hades. That's the intermediary period for the wicked. And of course, the other Greek word for hell is Gehenna, lake of fire, which I talked about before. But this is the only word for Tartarus in the entire New Testament talking about the angels that sinned. So that's why I think this may be the place where Satan was bound. And just look at the language here. It says, but cast them down to hell, right, to his prison in the pit. And then it says, and deliver them into chains of darkness, right? We know Satan was chained. You know, the Statue of Liberty has a chain on its leg. I believe that's Lucifer. And we'll get into the details later on. But yeah, that's where he was in his prison when he was bound. And so if you look at this language here, in the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and saying, for if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, to Tartarus, down in the prison where Satan was. So I believe Satan and his angels may have been bound here in Tartarus. So, you can't really prove it in other verses. This is the only verse here that uses that Greek word, but I mean it's pretty plausible, And another thing is, speaking of this, hell, which Hades. I have a theory that this might actually be in the second heaven, and I'll tell you why. Look at Luke chapter 16, 23. I do not believe this is a parable. Some people think this is a parable, but parables generally aren't this specific in using, specific names. I believe this really did happen. So verse 23 says, and in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Notice it's saying he lift up his eyes. Now we know that the saints, when they die, they're in the third heaven with the Lord, right? And so here it's saying he lifted up his eyes, so he's looking up. So wouldn't it make sense that, hell, Hades, and where the rich man was, is in the second heaven, and he looks up to the third heaven, seeing the saints, right? That's where the saints go to be with the Lord, right? So that's just another theory I have, that it might be in the second heaven, the demonic realm. It seems that's very plausible as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. These are just theories. You can't really prove it directly, but it seems like that's likely the case, right? And Tartarus may be the place where Satan was bound. All right, God bless.